Welcome in, everyone. Glad to see you guys again. Thank you, Eagle Flyers, for the congratulations. I did hit 1K. Very awesome. Yeah, Mr. Doughboy, I didn't bring the cookies. I thought somebody else was bringing them. I haven't seen Anna. I don't know. Anyway, hi, my name is Dolls, and I'm a Coinholic, and I can't get enough coins. Welcome in, TSK. Welcome in, Joyce. Glad to see you. Archaeology Mikey, glad to see you as well, but you need to go to the corner. Thanks for sharing. You're having cheeseburger and fries for dinner tonight. Mr. Doughboy, unacceptable. Got to try harder. So I'll give some more people time to come in. Update on the t-shirts. It's going to take a little bit, but we're getting there. Hello, Silver Stripe. How are you? Hey, Sheena. Glad to see you. So we'll give some more time, and while we're waiting on some people, I did dig through my collection. I found my large scent that I keep to myself. Don't want to sell. That I should have shared with you guys last week, but didn't have them found last week. Aren't they so cool? Nice condition. And then the eagle scent, the flying eagle. I knew I had one, but I wasn't for sure where I had it. And it's like dolls to hold her coins upside down. Anyway, welcome in, everyone. Today's topic is about commemorative half dollars. The older commemoratives, not the newer modern. Can you all tell me which commemorative was the first commemorative made and minted? $19.18. No. See you later, Mr. Doughboy. Glad to have you come in here. I appreciate you. The first classic commemorative was not 1918. 1892 is correct. Can you tell me which one that was? The Columbian Exposition. You're saving up for the fun show? Awesome, Mikey. Maybe I'll get to make it. I don't know yet. I had Abe on the brain, right? What was the only commemorative quarter recognized in that section of the classic commemoratives? You hope for a show on Friday on your channel, Silver Stripe? It was the Isabella. You're right, Sheena. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Hey, Dub Season, welcome in. Right at this point in time, you guys, I've not been updating you guys completely because you never know when anything is going to happen. However, my brother has declined and they're sending him home to pass away peacefully. So, right, Sheena, I get it. So I don't know. We're going to play this week by ear. I don't know if I'm going to be going live on Tuesday like I had planned, or Thursday, or Friday. So we'll see. It's okay, Silver Stripe. We know it was coming for the past 2 months. And then he made the mistake of going off of chemo, and he should have never done that. But that was his choice. And we supported him in that. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Anything to keep my mind off of it is what I'm going to be doing. I'm waiting for the phone call to let me know he's coming home here in about an hour or two. So I was just up there with him for a little bit today. All right. Commemoratives. Yep, absolutely, Silver Stripe. Absolutely. So commemorative coins have been popular since the days of the ancient Greeks and Romans. Oh yeah, what albums are you going to finish, Archaeology Mikey? What are we collecting? And then again here recently in 2020, commemoratives became highly popular again and raised the prices on these coins because they became harder to find. So in the beginning, they recorded and honored important events and passed along the news of the day. So that's what these commemoratives were actually minted for. They weren't just a coin that says that we're commemorating just one thing and that was it, and it was a time in history. But now they are a time in history. So Jefferson, Nichols, Roosevelt dimes, and Ben Franklin. Oh my gosh, hiccups. Ben Franklin albums. Did you guys get your coffee? I got my coffee. Did you guys get your cookies? Got mine too. So many of the modern nations have issued commemorative coins, and they are highly esteemed by collectors. Hey, Silent Silver, glad to see you. However, no nation has surpassed the United States when it comes to commemorative coins. Mikey never had coffee? Maybe it's a good thing, Mikey, because it's not for everyone. I need more coffee for myself, so if everybody's drinking coffee, there wouldn't be enough for me, just saying. No, I'm just kidding. All commemorative coins do have historical significance. They're just not coins minted, and that was it. So the progress and advance of people in the New World are presented in an interesting and instructive manner on the commemorative issues. Such a record of facts are artistically presented on U.S. gold. So actually, the first commemorative was a U.S. gold piece. It was not these commemorative halves. But the Red Book only recognizes the commemoratives, the commemorative half, with the exception of the quarter Isabella. If anyone dolls, my roommate gave me 2 Scarlet and Violet packs last night for free, and I pulled the Mydrian X Full Art. It's a $50 card last I checked. Oh, nice. That is awesome, Mikey. So if anybody can tell me what gold piece that was, does anyone know? Well, you should try that coffee, Mikey. That's all I got to say. Coffee's good. I love coffee. So, the first official United States commemorative coin was really the 1848 California gold quarter eagle. Only 1,389 were minted, but standard reference books do not recognize this. Oh, see. Well, Mikey, that's if you don't brush your teeth. And I hate to say that, a lot of people don't take proper care of their teeth, unfortunately. So that's why they mess up your teeth, because they are very acidic. But if you brush your teeth at least twice a day, it shouldn't bother your teeth as much. This is coming from a nurse. Silver Straight, love coffee, but you be up for 24 hours. Coffee doesn't faze me. But anyway, the first one, like I said, was the 1848 California Gold Quarter Eagle. That was the first commemorative. The silver commemoratives could be divided into several series. The first is that of silver coins minted during the early years from 1892 to 1954. Within this range, we have the 1893, like I said before, the Isabella quarter, the only commemorative of its denomination. Then you have the 1900 Lafayette silver dollars and 48 different designs of commemorative half dollars. Can anyone tell me why the Lafayette dollar is interesting? Oh my gosh, Mikey. Ooh. Right, Dove season, without your coffee, you'd be in the fetal position for about a week. All right, Silver Stripe. Hey, Eagle Flyers, welcome in. You guys want to stay tuned for my 1K giveaway. I'm not going to announce when it's going to be. It might not be right away. Because of my brother. But it will be within the next 2 weeks. Hopefully. Had two heads on it? Okay. Anyone else have any idea why the Lafayette dollar is more interesting? First coin of a president. Okay. Yeah. So the Lafayette dollar is interesting for several reasons. Some 50,000 pieces were pre-struck in December of 1899. Hey, Coin Junkie AG, welcome in. Glad to see you. And as you guys can see back here, I do have, and I don't think I have the Lafayette up here. I do have some commemoratives sitting back here. So, and were pre-struck in December of 1899. Okay, Silver Straight, thank you. I so appreciate it. I did do it. Thank you. But they used 5 different die pairs on it. And it was not legal to strike a coin in advance of the date shown on the dies. It's 80 degrees where you're at, Mikey. Man, I would love to have that weather right now. We're getting winds and hail and everything else. Thank you, Silver Straight. I appreciate you. And I will mark that down for you. So it was not legal to strike a coin in advance of the date shown on the dies. The mint circumvented, can't even talk, the question by stating that the coin really had no date. Which brings up another question. Was it legal to mint a coin without a date? So on the reverse of the Lafayette dollar appears the inscription Paris, 1900, which was not the date of the coin, according to mint officials, but rather was the date at which a statue, also depicted on the reverse, was to be erected in Paris. Another interesting fact about the Lafayette dollar is that only 36,000 were distributed. Most of the rest of the 50,000 mintage went to the melting pot. Ooh, man. And thanks for coming in, Silver Stripe. I appreciate you. So that leaves to say there's only 36,000 out of the 50,000. Glad you're a Coinholic Paula, welcome in. I appreciate you. So hat collectors of the 1930s and early 1940s, knowing that the Treasury Department had on hand thousands of uncirculated Lafayette dollars that would have been a great rush to buy them. But no one was aware of this, and only after they were melted was the situation disclosed in a government report. That was a very numismatic shame. So from 1892 to through 1954, some 48 different commemorative designs were minted. So we're going to go back to the early one, and we're going to talk about some more interesting facts here. So the unique position occupied by commemoratives in the United States coinage is largely due to the fact that, with few exceptions, all commemorative coins have real historical significance. The progress and advance of people in the New World are presented in an interesting and instructive manner on the commemorative issues. And some of these were facts that were artistically presented on the U.S. gold, silver, and other memorial issues that appeal strongly to the collector who favors the historical side of numismatics. It is the historical features of the commemoratives, in fact, that create interest among many people who would otherwise have little interest in coins. Thank you, Eagle Flyers. I will mark you down. Got you, my friend. Thanks for sharing me out. Those of you who are new that are coming in, I do this 1 ounce giveaway at the end of the month. You get each time you share me out, you get your name up on the wheel for a chance to win a 1 ounce generic round. So, and it is silver. And once I get enough to ship out, I will ship out everybody at the same time. So I will hold on to it for a little bit. And so far, we've had Ringmaster Ray, we've had Carrie Z, and we've had Anna I'm Crazy as winners. Oh, he'll probably come join us eventually, Eagle Flyers. 7 Stacks, welcome in. Glad to see you. Oh, Paula, that's right. All right. I mark you down again. So, proposed coin programs are considered by 2 congressional committees, which a lot of people probably didn't know. But if you have a red book, it would tell you the same thing. It was a Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, and the House Financial Service Committee. So once a program is approved by Congress, the Independent Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee, the CCAC.gov, and the U.S. Commission of Fine Arts, CFA.gov, advise the Secretary of the Treasury on its coin designs. So these special coins are usually issued either to commemorate events or to help pay for monuments or celebrations that commemorate historical persons, places, or things. Pre-1982, commemorative coins were offered in most instances by a commission in charge of the event to be commemorated and sold at a premium over face value. Commemorative coins are properly collected either by major types or in sets with mint-marked varieties. So these do have varieties. And thank you for sharing me out, Paula. I don't think I said that. I appreciate you. So during many years, there was no special commemorative coins were issued. However, some regular coins, such as the Lincoln Cent of 1909. Oh man, let's not go blank here. My screen almost went off. That wouldn't be good. The Lincoln Cent of 1909, quarters of 1999 through 2001 are some examples of these, and the bicentennial issues of 1976 are commemorative in nature. Thank you, Dub Season. I will mark you on that list. Got you down. So, unless otherwise stated, the coinage figures given on the red book column, the distribution column, represents the total release mintage. The original total mintage included assay coins minus the quantity of unsold coins. In many cases, larger quantities were minted, but not all were sold. The unsold coins were usually returned to the mint and melted, although some were placed in circulation at face value. So some of them did make it into circulation. Hey, Cat Vic, welcome in. NH Greg, welcome in. Glad to see you. So can anyone tell me, there was an official $50 bearing the portrait of a very famous impresario that used to say there's a sucker born every minute. Who that was? Right, Paul? I didn't overlook you last time. I had you marked, but I didn't just put you on the official list. Yes, please smash that button. And if you guys are new to my channel, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified anytime I go live. And plus, I'm going to be doing a 1,000K giveaway, so you don't want to miss out on that. However, that saying was also misattributed. Right, Dove Season, that is correct. PT Barnum. He had nothing to do with those coins whatsoever. But they were made in 1936, long after his death. So anyone that had the fortunate or has been fortunate enough to buy one of these original coins in 1936 and to save it in mint state, find that today their treasure is worth more than $125 each, because there's only 25,015 of these pieces were made. And at the time, they were not very popular, even with a few people who ever heard about them. So, can you tell me what caused the gap in the mintage of the commemorative halves from, let me give you the year real quick. I think it was 1948. And then 1957, they started back. No. (1938 to 1946). Can anyone tell me why there was a gap in minting commemorative halves? So during 1938 to 1946, they put a halt to minting commemorative halves because they didn't want them made with just anything and everything on them. They wanted them to represent a significant and important event in the United States history. So they halted that. They went through a coinage act they put in place. And then in 1946, they went back to minting a couple more for a few years. After 1957, they put a halt to it altogether. So also these coins were not normally handed out and here's a cool example of the exposition, were not handed out by the mint. These were handled by private agencies that would sell them over face value, just a little over face value for them. And again, these were used to pay for, and this is a really nice example, to, like I said, pay for the monuments, statues, things to commemorate events in history that we have gone through as a country. After 1982, any commemorative half that has been made, or any commemorative coin that has been made after 1982, was then handled by the mint. So these, if you got them, you did not get these from the mint. So 1988 began the price hikes on these. 2020 shot him through the roof. So the first one is the classic commemorative silver and gold, but we are not going to talk about the gold coins. We are going to talk about the silver today, and we're going to talk about the Colombian Exposition $50. Cookies and ice cream equals love. Absolutely, Ringmaster Ray. Welcome in. Glad to see you. So this was the first United States commemorative half coin. It was designed by Allen Levi Warner. Charles E. Barber engraved the obverse, showing the bust of Columbus, and George T. Morgan engraved the reverse, a representation of Columbus's flagship, the Santa Maria, and it was above two hemispheres. The coins were sold for $1 each at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago during 1893. A great many did remain unsold, and a substantial quantity was later released for circulation at face value or melted. Approximately 100 brilliant proofs were struck for each date. So we got 1892 and 1893. There's only 100 proofs for each one of these. So if you have the 1892 example of this piece right here that I'm showing, oh, that's nice, Mikey. That's cool. Because MS64 it goes up there in price a little. That's awesome that he gave that to you. So 1892, World's Columbus Exposition, the first year, there was only 950,000 distributed. In AU condition, it only goes for $20, AU 50. But if you get them in the MS condition, starting with 60, they go to $30 and above. If you get it in an MS 66, you're looking at $600. 600 plus. If you get this one, and I believe this one that I am showing is an 1893, and the AU 50, again, goes for $20. However, in an MS 66, it goes for $750. It's 1,550,405 minted. Thank you, Paula. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. So this one probably would pass at a very high. Well, actually, it would. It's an MS 66, or actually, it's higher than that because there's no wear on it. As long as I don't drop it. Yeah, there's no wear on it whatsoever. Not even a ding. So that one's very high grade. And this one stays in my collection. This one's never for sale. Eventually, I will have it graded. Anyway, on to the next. Which is the Isabella quarter. Eagle Flyers. No. No, no, no. We don't fucking go that, baby. Nice try, though. I'll give you that. That next one is the Isabella quarter. In 1893, the Board of Lady Managers of the World's Columbian Exposition petitioned for a souvenir $quarter. The authority was granted March 3rd of 1893. The coin known as the Isabella quarter was designed by Charles E. Barber, and they were sold for $1. The obverse has the crowned bust of Queen Elizabeth I of Spain, and the kneeling female on the reverse with distaff and spindle is emblematic of women's industry. Nice try, Eagle Flyers. It's still not for sale. Not even this one. This one's actually the one that I'm keeping in my collection, if I can get to focus. Maybe not. It doesn't want to focus today. But she's a beauty too. There is only 1 year. Hey, Crypt Keeper, welcome in. Glad to see you. There is only 1 year of these. I try Eagle Flyers and have the very best coins to show. Not always can I do that. Sometimes I get lucky. And then sometimes I try my best to get you guys the best coins to sell to you as well at a good price. And again, that doesn't always happen. So, there's only 1 year they were minted, 24,214 of these. An AU50 goes for $300. So as you can tell, this one is underpriced, but that's okay. And an MS66 will go for $2,150. Now, I don't have an example of the Lafayette dollar. At least I don't think I do. No, Lynchburg, let's see here. I got more. There's a whole bunch of commemoratives in here that I'm going to send off and get graded. And there's a whole bunch of commemoratives in here that I'm going to send off and get graded. Ringmaster Ray likes the Isabellas. Isabellas is my favorite too. Oh, who's that? You, Ringmaster Ray? You got one? You want to come up and show us the Lafayette? Let's see here. Nope, that's not a Lafayette. I think that's the only one I really don't have, and the Jubilee I don't have. I'm pretty sure. A couple others I don't have. Well, Ringmaster Ray says he's going to go grab his Lafayette. He's going to come up here and show it to you guys. I'm going to drop the link to you really quick, Ringmaster Ray. Maybe. And there it is. It's just for Ringmaster Ray to come up. Usually I don't invite nobody to come up here, but I don't have that one, and it's a really nice coin to look at. Okay, so commemorative coins are 90% silver. Now, when you get into the modern commemoratives, that's a little bit of a different story. Because they make clad and they make 90% proofs. And no question is dumb, so don't ever feel like you can't ask the question. Because not everybody does. All right, here we go. Ringmaster Ray is in the basement.
What's up? What's up?
How are you doing, Ringmaster Ray?
I am feeling pretty good. I just took a quick nap.
Oh, geez, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I got worn out from physical therapy.
Ooh, I bet.
All right, let's see if Yep, that's the page. You guys ready?
Right there it is. Again, only the year that it was minted was 1900, you guys. Can you show them the back of it?
I am doing it. Yep.
And this is why I like it, because it has horses on it. I just like it. It's so, how do I say, it's very classical for the representation of the horse and the rider. So you have a commemorative buffalo coin, says clad or whatever on the COA, but when I ping it, it sounds like sterling. Would that be interesting to know whether or not it is silver? Oh, he's got the Isabella quarter for me that he got, you guys. Right there in the start.
Yep. And we get a few others in here.
Even the coin app registers marks on it. I don't know. That'd be something to check into to see maybe it was an error, Crypt Keeper. Because if it's supposed to be clad, it shouldn't be pinging out at silver. So the 1900 Lafayette, 36,026 were minted. An AU50 condition, it goes for $450. And an MS66, it goes for $12,500. So I would need to see a picture of that Crypt Keeper. You're more than welcome to email it to me and show the picture. So the next one is the gold pieces, but we're focused more on the silver than we are the gold pieces, because I don't know anybody in here that collects the gold pieces because the prices are kind of out there.
Yeah, they're far out there.
So the next one, and I have it sitting right here, it's called the Panama Pacific International Exposition. It is a 1950S, the only one minted. 27,134. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Ringmaster Ray. I put us up together. You can go through your coins. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave you up.
We'll go to the Panama, where it's supposed to go in this book. It doesn't have one in it.
Yeah, that'd be great, Crypt Keeper. Oh, no, because I have it. That's why.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. So this one goes, Ringmaster Ray bought this one for me, you guys. This one's a really nice one. This is the Panama Pacific. It's a really nice piece, and I should probably open this up so you can see the back better. There we go. Really good condition. Hey, Scottis, welcome in. Glad to see you. Eagle Flower says he was trying to get you in here. Jimmy Thompson, welcome in. Glad to see you. So the 1915 Panama Pacific International Exposition coin was designed by Charles E. Barber and George T. Morgan. And the exposition held in San Francisco in 1915 celebrated the opening of the Panama Canal. That's why it's called the Panama Pacific. And the coins were struck at the San Francisco Mint and were sold at $1 each during the exposition. A representation of Columbia with the Golden Gate in the background is the principal feature of the obverse. And the Panama Pacific coins were the first commemorative coins to carry the motto, "In God We Trust," which appears above the eagle. My lighting's not wanting to cooperate with me today. Let's see if I can show it to you. There it is. "In God We Trust." Welcome in, Rex. Glad to see you.
Hey, Rex. Welcome in.
So 27,134 of these were minted or distributed, however you want to look at it. AU50 went for $400, and an MS66 went for $2,400 plus. So the next coin in this is the Charles Keck, and it's gold, and we're not going to go there because those prices are kind of high. We'll probably do that at another time on the gold pieces. The next one is the 1918 Illinois Centennial. So this coin was authorized to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the admission of Illinois into the Union, and was the first souvenir piece for such an event. The reverse again was designed by George T. Morgan, and the reverse by J.R. Sinnock. And the verse shows the head of Lincoln taken from the statue by Andrew O'Connor in Springfield, Illinois. And the reverse is based on the Illinois state seal. I do not have an example of this one, but Ringmaster A might.
Yep.
There it is. Crypt Keeper. I'll never tell you. So it shows that's this right here. This backing that you see on the back of this piece also shows on Mexican pesos if you pay attention. Yeah, the eagle on this one is beautiful. I love it. So the 1918 Illinois Centennial, 100,058 were distributed. An AU-50 would go for 135. An MS-66 goes for 700 plus. Now the Tricentenary, or I can't even say that one very well. I don't think I have that one. Let me see. Not up here anyway. And I don't. Do you have that?
I might. Let me see. And which, that's
1920, the Pilgrim.
Oh, the 1920 Pilgrim?
Yeah, is that right there?
That Pilgrim?
Yep, that one right there. All right. So this one, it commemorates the landing of the Pilgrims at Plymouth, Massachusetts. And in 1620, Congress authorized a special $50 on May 12th, 1920. Cyrus E. Dallin, a Boston sculptor, executed the design furnished to him by the commission. His initial D is below the elbow of Governor William Bradford on the obverse. And the reverse shows the Mayflower. The first issue had no date on the obverse. The coin struck in 1921 showed that the date in addition to 1620 to 1920. And there was a large coinage of both issues, and not all were sold. So a total of 128,000 were returned to the mint, and they were melted. What a numismatic shame. So 1920, the Pilgrim, Tercentenary, oh my gosh, I can't even say it. 152,112 minted. An AU-50 goes for $85 to $375. And in 1921, 20,053 were distributed. An AU-50 goes for 165. And an MS-66, it goes for 500 plus. And in the 1921, it shows the date on the obverse. Do you have a 1921?
Nope.
Nope. So it's on the obverse instead of the reverse. No, yeah, my Oregon Trail is not for sale. Nope. I got that one hiding. So it doesn't go for sale. Anyway, the next one in the series is the 1921. 1921 was the year that they minted a ton of different designs. And saturated the market. To say, I don't know, on my opinion, all the commemoratives that are the classic commemoratives are important to collect because there was not very many of them out there. So the 1921 Missouri Centennial, the one with the 2 and a star 4 in the field, the distribution of that was 9,400. An AU-50 went for $575. An MS-66 goes for $5,500 plus. I should have gave you a little history on that one. It was the 100th anniversary of the admission of Missouri to the Union. It was celebrated in Sedalia during August of 1921. It marks the occasion Congress authorized the coinage of a 50-cent piece. And Robert Atkin designed the coin, which shows the bust of Daniel Boone on the obverse and Daniel Boone and an Indian on the reverse. The first coin struck shows a 2 with a star 4 incused, indicating that Missouri was the 24th star in the flag. The type without this marking was struck later, but was the first to be sold. Thank you, Josh. Welcome in. Silver or gold, welcome in. Glad to see you. So my Daniel Boone, and I don't think I have him out here, but I do have him. Does yours have the 2 on the floor?
Let me see. This is the 35-34 Philly.
It'll be on the reverse. I believe it's on. It's in the stars. It would say 24 on the star, or 4, 2-4 with in between the stars. Nope, I don't see it. There is an over mint mark error on one of them. There's only a couple examples known to it.
I only have 3 of those of that series.
Yep. So you do have to pay attention when you collect these commemorative halves. There is varieties and errors. Like I just said, some of them had the 2 with a star and a 4 in the flag somewhere. And then later on, they sold them without that. I don't know where my Daniel Boone is, or I'd show it. I don't want to dig through all these coins.
That's like the Grant with a star too. So.
Yep. So anyway, the 1921, 11,400 were minted. 410 for an AU 50, and an MS 66 was 4,250. Hey, Jet Mech, welcome in. Glad to see you.
Hey, Jet Mech.
Now, I believe maybe I don't have it up here either. I didn't bring it up here today, but I do have the Alabama Centennial. The Alabama half dollars were authorized in 1920 for the statehood centennial, which was celebrated in 1919, but they were not struck until 1921. The coins were designed by Laura Garden Frazier and were offered first during President Warren Hardy's visit to Brigham on October 26, 1921. So he had the first one. Well, when we get there, I will tell you, because we're not quite to Oregon.
See, there's the Alabamas, and I don't have either one of them.
Alabama, you don't have those? Oh. I have a couple of them, I believe. It's called I Take My Notes, Jet Mech. I write them down. I have a little notebook that I write them in, and I just go over it.
She does speech writing. That's what it is.
Speech writing, and I replay the recording. No, I'm just kidding. I do not do that. How you learn is you write things down. The more you write it down, the more you learn about it, and the more you remember and recall. So the 1921 Alabama Centennial, and we're going to end with this one, and we'll pick up next week with the Grant Memorial. But the Alabama half dollars were authorized, like I said, in 1920. The St. Andrew's cross, an emblem on the state flag, appears on a part of the issue between the numbers in a 2x2, indicating it was the 22nd state of the Union. The obverse has bust of William Wyatt Bibb, I think that's his last name, the first governor of Alabama, and T.E. Kilby, governor at the time of the centennial. And this is the first instance of the use of a living person's portrait on a United States coin. So that's the history on the Alabama. 1921, with a 2x2 in the field of the averse. Only 6,006 were minted. So AU50 goes for $230. And an MS66 goes for $2,100 plus. In 1921, the Alabama Centennial Plain, which does not have that 2x2 in the field, 16,014 were distributed. Hey, Annette, welcome in. Glad to see you. An AU50 is 165, and an MS66 is 1,500 plus. Oh, you found an example of it. There we go. Look at that. So there you go. Now you can see what that coin looks like. And that's the one that we're going to stop with here. We're going to continue next week with the 1922 Grant Memorial. So if any of you guys have any questions about commemorative halves, you put it in the chat below. I'll try to answer it. If I don't know it, I'm sure Ringmaster Ray does. If he doesn't know it, we know people that do.
Yep. We know some smart people.
Yes, we do. Hey, John Jacobs, welcome in. Glad to see you. You think you had one of these coins, but it's gone now? Yeah, the Alabama, the plain Alabama or the 2x2 Alabama? So commemorative halves, yeah, want to get your hands on them because they're only going to go up in value.
There's the 2x2 right there.
Oh, yep, right there it is, 2x2.
This has got 19 bids on it. It's already at $267. And who knows what it'll go out for.
It'd probably go for about $400 or $500, probably, very easily. So I have some examples up here, but none of the ones we talked about yet because I didn't pull them all out and put them up on the stands like I should have done. Right, Mr. Doughboy? Very inappropriate. I should have been prepared. You're right.
Hi, Annette. It's great to see you.
Right, Duff Season, don't they? Yeah, so if you don't know the values of your coins, there's a lot of us in the coin community that would do our best to help you give you a value on the coins, or at least an estimate. So if nobody has any questions, I'm going to move it right along and let you guys know again, we're going to go on with the Grant Memorial coin next week. Thanks to help in the community, I have reached my 1K.
Awesome sauce.
Eagle Flyers, you might want to hold off because when I do the 1K giveaway, I'm going to have a 2024 coin book to give away to you guys. Ooh, look at that one.
This one's worn a little smooth, but it is the Grant.
So that's the one we're going to start with next week.
Yep. Right there.
So yeah, I did reach my 1K with some help in the community. Some people have encouraged me to step forward and do better.
And some
Thank you, Mr. Doughboy. Thank you, Ringmaster Ray, for your help.
You're welcome.
And Silent Silver, you as well. There's quite a few people that has pushed me to keep that attitude going, that growing attitude.
She just wanted to stay in the boat. We just put her out in the ocean.
They did. They said, "This is my boat. Get out of it. Give me all your coins."
Sink or swim. Sink or swim.
Sink or swim, or you're not going anywhere. Thank you, Mikey, for coming in. I appreciate you. I'm going to put myself up here. I'm going to leave you all with the same. Before I go, one more time, I do have the Coinholics Anonymous shirts are going to be made sometime within the next week. We will have the pricing within this week. And as soon as they are available, you guys can purchase them. And I will post it. So. And then I'm going to leave you guys with a saying. Have love for one. Friendships for many. And with that being said, blessings for all.